I think the university of, I see a university of the future as still having buildings and still having a footprint, a place. But I see the classroom spaces as being radically different. No longer lecture halls, but collaborative spaces with very porous membranes so that students from elsewhere, retired people, people that want retraining or are just interested in a topic can drop into that classroom. So there's still a space for learning and a place for learning, but the walls being very, very open. I can see ways that we can virtually be in a classroom without physically having to be there, that could really work to connect people from around the world. Technology also can help us with some of the kind of administrative aspects of universities, scheduling classes, advising. Some of these things, they don't always require a human presence. They're algorithms, and I think some of that can be enhanced with technology. And creating classroom spaces that are truly collaborative needs to be done with attention to technology. Also attention to the personal interactions and the face-to-face contact, but enhanced by technology. So the University of the Future is maybe a bird's eye view of it looks somewhat similar. There's buildings and there's people walking around, and there's a quad, there's music, there's intellectual discussions. But when focusing in on a classroom, it's an entirely different space that's truly about creative thinking, curiosity, and problem solving. We need to get better at, as institutions, as educational institutions, is understanding wellness a little bit better, understanding the gradient of wellness from through mental health, physical health, happiness, mindfulness. You hear a lot of these words, and it's still very siloed in how we approach wellness of students and staff. And we also have to solve this, and that's a really, really big challenge, and I think it's a very short-term challenge. It's facing us now. Over the next 4, 5, 10 years, universities have to figure out a way to, I don't want to say deal with, but to embrace the diversity that comes along with wellness and bring that into our institutions so that we are in a better place to be able to have the kind of classroom environment that I described earlier, a very different style of learning, collaborative learning. That can't be done if people aren't well.